The main reason why you may be feeling today that you won't ever get what you desire is because that's where your belief, that's where your faith is sitting at. It's something just very spiritual that occurs when we can believe in the unseen things, when we can begin to write things down and make them plain, when we can begin to speak and pray with great authority because it has been given to us through the blood of our Savior, when we can be able to stand as the kings and queens of this land, things will begin to change. See, it's a lot of people upset because they're going to have to give you your stuff back. They're going to have to give you back your reign. They're going to have to give you back your crown. They're going to have to give you back your position. They're going to have to give you back your land. They're going to have to give you back everything that they master manipulated and stolen, because what happened in the Garden of Eden when that whole bait and switch occurred, it echoed into the times that we're living in today. It was a kind of like a ripple effect. But they know that they are going to have to give you your stuff back. See, the only thing that really is separating you from the outcome that you desire, what is really separating you from being in a position to take it back, is what you really think about and what you really feel all day long. I want you to understand that demons understand that wherever the human mind resonates at, wherever the human emotion kind of sits at, it is what you will experience. He understands the human frame more so than we do sometimes. And that's why it's so important for us to get to know ourselves just a little bit better. Because see, we're all having a moment. We're all having an avatar moment where we have deep dive into this flesh suit. And it's so much more complex than just taking a bath or brushing our teeth or going to the doctors every year or eating right. It's so much more complex than that. But when you can fully understand how to really navigate your human frame, it is nothing that the demons from hell can do to keep you from experiencing what God said that you were going to experience. See, he gives us things that are so upfront and so personal and so outlandish that it's hard for us to even believe the things that we hear God say to us in prayer, the dream that he's given us on the inside of our heart. We wonder, why in the world would God give us an idea, or why would he give us a desire that's so big that we don't even understand how we can accomplish this goal? But God says the reason why I gave it to you and the reason why it is so big, because it's going to take you growing into the form that you were before you got here. It's going to take you remembering who you were before you got here. It's going to take you showing up as your true authentic self in order for you to receive it. It's going to take you being divinely connected by me at all times in order for you to understand that it ain't even you that's doing it, it's me. So when we can give up the control, when we can remember what God has told us, when we can just have the blind faith to know that everything is still working out for us, when you can just be in the midst of a storm and trust that the wind and the waves are still working for you, when you could be in the midst of lack and understand that that's just an opportunity for God to give you more of a harvest that you are feeling on the inside of you, when you can begin to just imagine what your life is and what it can become, and when you can begin to buy into that idea and not the idea of wars and rumors of wars, and not the idea of this candidate or that candidate, or not the idea of this celebrity or that celebrity, or not the idea of the things that they want you to really focus on that's getting a lot of your spiritual energy. But when you can begin to just embrace the idea of what God has told you and take your energy and put it up there on him and put it inside of your heart, then you will begin to get supernatural breakthroughs. They understand that it has been a dynamic spiritual shift. The devil knows that his time is expired. Heaven knows that you are the chosen generation to usher in the kingdom of heaven. And God knows that he can trust you to do what it is that he has called you to do. I know it's so big. It's so big. It's actually like so big that it takes you getting outside of what you've always done. It takes you getting outside of an old mindset. It takes you getting up a little bit early so you can pray and give God more of your time. It takes you just stopping in the midst of the day when all things are going crazy and say, God, I know that you are doing the things that you do. It takes you sometimes just sitting still and just thanking him and just praising him. It takes you just developing this crazy, insanely, wildly connected relationship with this spiritual force of nature that we call the Most High. It takes you getting outside of what you have always done and embracing an image that always was. Because you being who God has really called you to be, the real you, nothing can stop it. Nothing can take from it. And it's all to the glory of God. And until the next video, guys, peace, because I still be believing in you. Bye now.